Good morning, friends. On 29th September, around 10 a.m. or so, Amnesty International, an NGO about which we discussed in our human rights classes, exited India. In their web page, they have stated that they are exiting India. Of course, due to the witch hunt by the state, that means by the Indian government, regarding FCRA, FEMA, sending notice to the donors, all these things have happened. Anyway, so that's a bad exit because Amnesty International, which was founded in London in the year 1961 by an advocate, Peter Benenson. So now it has exited India after 50 years of its office in India. Of course, it has got offices in about 150 countries. You may be knowing, in the year 1977, I think it has got a Nobel Prize also. 1997, it has got Nobel Prize also for peace. But somehow, with heavy heart, they have exited India. Right. Now, let us know what is Amnesty International. So, it is definitely, as I said, it is a non-governmental organization. What is an amnesty? First of all, let us know. Amnesty means the official pardon. Amnesty, official pardon given to the people who have been convicted of political offenses normally. So the advocate, the international, Amnesty International, it was founded already by an advocate. So normally it focuses on the human rights. So it's formed in 1961 by Peter Benenson, Eric Baker, Louis Kuttner and some others. Of course, after the inception, I think in 1966 or so, Peter Benenson withdrew from this, right? So the NGO acts normally in the fields of number one, legal advocacy. Number two, media attention. Number three, direct appeal campaigns, all violation of human rights. Then research and lobbying. All these things they will do for whenever they come to know that human rights are violated. Right? So actually till now, the India's representative or Secretary General is Mr. Kumi Naidu. Right? So their mission is a world in which every person enjoys human rights. A world in which every person enjoys human rights enshrined in the UDHR and other international covenants like ICCPR, ICSR, CAT, SEDA, ILO, WHO, all these things. So everybody should enjoy that, right? So this is their main intention. They campaign for definitely for the human rights. Whenever human rights violations are found by them, they will definitely make a campaign. They will force the government. They will send petitions so that the government has to act on the same, right? Normally it mobilizes the public opinion. So normally for what? For generating the pressure where the government have to act where the abuses take place, right? And they will make a campaign regarding, they made a campaign regarding death penalty. So there should be no death penalty. Right to life should be protected. Death penalty should be abolished because capital punishment is denial of the human rights. That is right to life, Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Right? Then they also normally they will be telling you about the prison conditions. The prison conditions are bad and conditions they are not meeting the human rights standards. The people who have money, who are rich, they are being treated like that. Sasikala case, you know, that 2 crores scam, already I have made a video on this and said next they ensure or they will try to ensure prompt and fair trial for all. This is also their motto. Already I told you. Then free education to the children worldwide. This is also their campaign for this. And decriminalize abortion. They have made a big campaign in that Savita issue for decriminalize because it is the mother who has to think over whether she has to bear the child or not. In cases of rape, the woman has to go to the Supreme Court to get permission for the medical termination of pregnancy. In Ireland, due to that non-abortion rule, anti-abortion rule, that dentist Sabita, she of Karnataka state, she died. She has to lose her life. Therefore, they are making a campaign for decriminalization of abortion. Likewise, protecting the LGBT rights. You may be knowing when the Naz Foundation case came up in the Supreme Court, they have taken the assistance of the Amnesty International about the strength of LGBT persons present in India. Yes, Amnesty International NGO helped them. Then they also tried to uphold the rights of the migrants and refugees. You may be knowing very recently also they have made a campaign. And normally they will be trying to decriminalize the prostitution. Of course, very recently the Supreme Court also stated that prostitution per se is not an offense, and every woman has got a right to choose her vocation, like prostitution also, right? So thus the role of the Amnesty International has a significant impact on the citizens, particularly those who are focusing on the human rights. And please remember, they can attend the United Nations organization sessions also, right? So their activities also were very good. Of course, they may become an eyesore to the parties in power or the governments in power, because they are not welcome. They always say about the human rights violations. For example, in Jammu and Kashmir, so when the internet was cut, or when the telephones went out, then they made a campaign about the human rights. A right to internet is a fundamental right. They made a campaign, it has become an eyesore to the present party. Citizenship Amendment, they went against the same. Rightwise, they campaigned. There are certain controversies also, definitely. And actually, they sent a report after Xi Jinping succeeded as General Secretary in China, that HR in China became worse. You may be knowing the present Uyghur Muslims affairs in Hong Kong, when Hong Kong was annexed to China. Definitely human rights violations are there, right? But of course, the party in power or the government, they don't like it, right? So in Iran, 2 Kurds executed amidst increase of death penalty. Kurds is also another issue. Likewise, so they have taken up the issues of Rohingyas, so who migrated Myanmar to India, and Chakmas who migrated from Bangladesh to India. Their conditions are bad, so they have taken them as refugees. So the conditions of refugees are deplorable like that, right? And in Iran, the prisons were having the persons who were tested positive. Then they have made an issue, and luckily those people were released. And in Syria, also they stated that the peaceful protesters were also detained in the Syria-Turkey war, and this. And they have assisted in India with the RPF, Railway Protection Force of the Western Railway, to ensure female passengers' safety. They have given certain guidelines to them. Likewise, so and 1984 anti-Sikh rights, they have played a major role. But anyway, so the main allegations against them. Now coming to the part, of course, not Amnesty International, Ford Foundation, so many people, the allegations are that they have violated the FCRA rules, that is Foreign Contributions Regulation Act 2010. Of course, it also Foreign Exchange Maintenance Act, that is FEMA. All the violations are there. You may be knowing, in the month of March 2018, then the Amnesty International office at Bangalore was raided by the CBI people. And once again on 15/11/2019, the CBI raided office for alleged breach of foreign fund laws. And now Amnesty International says now they are running with the local contributions, but the local donors, they are also being given notices regarding the income tax, all these things. So unable to bear the harassment. And also I think ABVP people, they filed an FIR against the Amnesty International alleging HR violations. Yes, on 13/8/2016, ABVP filed an FIR. This is in Bangalore. So the Amnesty International denied that none of its activists are involved in anti-national activities. Definitely they don't do it. But anyway, this is a bad thing. So the NGOs, already I told you, they are very much helpful for the National Human Rights Commission in collecting the data and other things. They exit, of course, maybe due to so many reasons. Here they say it's a political witch hunt by the government. Whatever it is, Amnesty International is leaving India. Thank you.